There we are, back with Underground 2. Basically, this stream is going to be all about figuring out how are we going to tackle the Underground 2 retesting series. Hey Magnus. So we have a couple of cars in here. Basically, we're just gonna figure out how we're going to tackle the Definitely no circuit with how enclosed all the tracks are. Circuit-wise, yeah, I mean, again, the one that makes the most sense. The thing that I possibly thought about. Hang on, I'm going to try a different games. Makes a bit more sense. Here's the thing. If we're gonna do a sprint race, will you test that MK5 Super Engine mod in Underground 2? What do you mean with a super mod? The perfect length for a track is going to be about 4 kilometers. Needs to feature everything. No, too short, too short, too short. This is just one big whooping straight. I would like for there to be a straight in the circuit though. This is too much, also too much. Definitely not going to be anything in Jackson Heights. No. This is just straight after straight. Too long. Too short. The outer ring is just basically based on full speed. But we also have to be realistic. Like, well, Jackson Heights, there's no top speed in there at all. All the top speed is in the city center, some in Beacon Hill. Like this is basically top speed. This, I mean, also one thing that the circuit, I mean, it can't be annoying or frustrating. Supermod makes it sound as if it was in real life, but that does mean that it doesn't alter the handling of a car. Someone recommended the jackpot circuit to me, but this is just corner after corner. There's one stretch of straight road here. Hey Cyber. This is going to be too narrow there. Too long. This is not bad. We start here. You have this acceleration moment here. Then we have a medium speed corner, high braking point here. Then acceleration all the way into another speed bit. And then we have the last sector, which is short, but technical. It's a bit short though, just shy under 4 kilometers, but... This is just pure speed. Yeah, that's true. There's an S-curve in that tunnel. This mod doesn't have that HD. Yeah. Oh, the music and the dinges in the dinges. Dutch word. In the game is not. The UI is not disabled. 5 kilometers. I don't want any breakfast music. It's a bit bleh. 10 kilometers. Jesus. You think the Underground 2 is the best ever Need for Speed game? Well, I have to disagree with you on that one. When it comes to URL races, I mean, they make sense because they are actual tracks and testing tracks. But there's literally going to be two contenders for this one. It's going to be this one and this one. How about we first get ourselves a decent car? Let's get ourselves an average car, which is 3000 GT. That's probably would probably understand to Oblivion. Let's get the RX-8, yeah. Why was that slow? Oh, that's because it was zooming in. Let's just upgrade it all. Something I can do again in a while, you know. Rank all Need for Speeds again. Or maybe like a tier list. You want to upgrade the bumpers. Anything starting Wolfpack will get you the maximum amount of downforce. So if you don't want any of the white body kits, which is perfectly imaginable, because these body kits are probably the worst body kits that you can find in any game whatsoever. Start with Wolfpack. Not that these are any great. Ugh. Oh, that's probably the that's probably the worst. I mean, this doesn't look terrible. No Need for Speed for a while. That's worth a shot. Body kits or just regular body customization? As long as I'm going all out basically. What I want to do at least is you know, the thing that I did not do back in the day when I started out with the testing series is I just upgraded them to the full potential. Not even full potential, just maxed them out. Didn't do anything about tuning, didn't do anything about visual customization. Which was a mistake back then. That's something I want to fix. That's why I'm retesting these now. Because I want to incorporate maximum available amount of tuning capabilities. This means maximum downforce, maximum suspension, brakes, tire grip, whatever. Honestly, I think I just want to go Wolfpack. That doesn't look terrible. Oh no, actually it does too. It looks terrible. Let's just go Wolfpack. With the spoilers, the first one that will net you the max amount of downforce is from the Banshee spoiler. So anything from this downwards will be the best in terms of downforce. And honestly, the impact spoiler looks the best. Actually, the impact spoiler looks the best. Then we also have the slingshot looks pretty decent on many cars. And Banshee itself also looks pretty decent. So that's literally 3 spoilers that actually looks decent at best. Yeah, like I said, the Underground 2 customization has not aged well. That's actually, I mean, the game itself hasn't aged well in my opinion. Did you do any research on these customization downforce values? I'm curious. Research? Well, I mean, if you, I think that was from the last body kit shop. You get spoilers starting from the Wolfpack is then a new one that you unlock. I just went back and forth in the dyno systems. Look what the first one was that will allow you to get a net 10 points in downforce, and these were the ones. Bonds don't do anything, roof scoops don't do anything, lights, no, side mirrors, exhaust, they all don't do anything, but you do want to change them because otherwise a stock exhaust looks a bit weird on those bumpers. Young Thunderbolt rims, let's just go, I don't know, let's just go PBS. Tuning wise, what you want to do is basically you want to have, first of all, a look. I mean, this is quite realistic because the maximum power is at the top end. Tune settings, suspension. Honestly, it isn't that much different from Pro Street basically. The front is pretty much as is already good. If you lower it too much, you can hit curbs pretty drastically and flip all over. So usually what I do is just leave that to default. But I raise the rear a bit, you know, like 5-ish notches. That creates a rake. Springs is something that you have to play around with. I mean, you do want hard suspension in general. And usually this is pretty much as is good. Shocks, rear shocks to the max. And then the front 8.5-ish. About a couple of clicks. Sway bars, you want the front to be as low as possible. To have as less understeer as possible. And the rear you want to start at about half-ish, because what the rear sway bar does, it's basically the same like in Pro Street, same like in Forza actually. The lower the rear, the less understeer you have, but also less turning capability. So you basically want to find a balance in the rear sway bars. I'm gonna start at like 425-ish. Let's see if we need to lower or increase it. Steering ratio as high as possible. It makes no sense to me to lower that even slightly. Drivetrain is something you have to play around with. You just have to play around with, see what's what. I'm gonna leave the final drive as is, and then just change the gearing if how I see fit. Aerodynamics, maximum. There is no reason to have it lower. Maybe on those very high top speed value wise top speed tracks you can probably weaken it, but it's something that I can test actually. If like if you were like on those semi speed tracks, if having a lower amount of downforce actually helps. But I'm under the impression that you want as much as possible. Same with tire grip. I mean, who in the right mind would lower any of these? Brake bias. I'm of the impression that you kind of want more brake bias in the front, just slightly. But that's it. ECU, I mean, this car's max power is at the highest possible, so you want the bars to be high. You don't want this to be too low, especially with the turbo. This is already quite good. That's because you can have a very poor launch. And nitrous, I'm of the impression, I'm not going to use nitrous, I think, for the road racing tests. I probably will for drag testing, but I want to like half-ish in the power. So like here-ish. Thing with this testing track though, this section of corners is absolutely horrendously bad. Fourth gear is too long. Drops indeed about 3,500 RPM, which is quite a lot. This is the testing track that I've been using for forever, you know. Gear shifting problem when using more than 60F. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? I feel like the rear sway bars are pretty much as good as they can be. There's very little understeer at the moment. Well, 2,500 revs. Fifth is quite short, so yeah, fourth needs to be a bit shorter. Just a slight amount. When you're using 60 FPS, the gears shift much faster. I never knew that. Honestly, I never knew that. It's about on the verge of letting go the rear. Yeah, but here's the thing with this testing track. There is absolutely no speed zone moment at all. But I do like this testing track. Oh yeah, for sure. They definitely have the most power. This track caught my eye a bit. But what I don't like about street circuits is they don't race very nice. Then again, I would say 85% of the races are street circuits, so it makes sense. I have to say though, the gaming volume is a bit on the low end. I'm gonna increase it slightly. Sliding a bit. Then we have this corner, which is pretty much like a decent mid-zone section. And then another speed zone-ish. High braking points, too high actually. I misjudged that. And then we have a technical... I can actually go in here if I want to. I see you discovering some options on tuning, on everything making sense. Yes, they are making sense. Do I really have to lower off, hang on, I think... Does it actually make it... I no, they actually honest. Hey, Mike. Yeah. The tuning options in Underground 2 does make sense, yeah. Is it really, like... I honestly don't notice the difference, Cyber. It's yeah, okay, shifting a bit faster. Okay, yeah, you were right. Ugh, now I have to endure 60 FPS in compared to 120. That also means disabling that. How about this? I do have to tune it again though. What's the best car? My guess is going to be the Corolla, but we're going to be finding it out in this series. Wow, that's much better. Yeah, basically you want to tune the ECU and turbo, all that stuff with the most at where the peak power is. Then we're going to probably the worst set of corners you can imagine. Then we go to the speed section. Okay. Ooh. Lost the rear there. That's easy flat for all cars. This is another, I would say, speed section. Heavy braking point there. That's a bit too heavy, but... What track makes more sense as a testing track? I like that the engine shifts from maximum you can reach until like reduce max 8,000. I mean, this is a rotary engine, so you can rev it very high. I will hate, if we choose this testing track, I will hate these corners. But the rest of it makes sense. The rest of it makes total sense. High speed section, semi-high braking points into fast corners. Medium speed corner here. This is easy flats. There's two. Exactly. You just want to increase the power as much at the peak, basically. Yeah, it's actually quite insane. It's actually quite insane how much power you can gain. What about this one? This is going to be a very tight section. Low speed, high braking point here, high braking point here, low speed section here. We have high speed. I'm gonna try this one out. Oh, this is annoying, this is tight. Mastering that would be difficult. High speed section. Ooh, that jump's annoying. That's also annoying. The track itself needs to be as easy as possible. Otherwise it will just be getting too frustrating. That's easy flats, that's a high speed section. This is grip section. That's a long lap time, 148. Very long. 5.44, yeah, that is pushing it. Okay. Thing is, a lap time should be between 1 and 2 minutes. If the Lexus can do it in 2 minutes, we got ourselves a testing track. All ugly. Yeah. Yeah, Wolfpack is easily the best looking one out of these. Maybe not for the rear though. Is there a better looking rear from Wolfpack on? Frenzy? Frenzy looks pretty decent. This is the one that Taz uses, but we can't use it because it's not the right one. Let's just use this one. Hey, that's a glitch. See that? Ferrari 360 sounds. Peak power is at 8,500. You want the fronts to be a bit softer than the rears though. No, I haven't noticed the difference between those. It's usually all about the amount of downforce, and as long as you can get a 10 across the board, you're good. 8,500. There we go. Max that out a bit. Like that ish. But you do want it, yeah, across the board, something like that. I'm happy with that. High braking point here. Medium speed corners. Medium speed corner here. High speed corner here and here. High braking point here. Let's actually test it right here, right now. Let's go to the circuits. Let's go to the famous outer ring circuit. This is max downforce. Let's put it on auto for consistency reasons. No NOS. Stay in the outer ring. Gearbox is good. Oeh, almost lost it. Having a thought right now. What if for power lap testing we do what I also did for... Oh wow, the rear is really slidey. Well, yeah, that rear sway bar needs to be lower. We do what we did for what I also did with the Pro Street Drift testing. That we incorporate 2 tracks. This one and one of the tighter testing track. That means that we have a speed track for speed and one for handling and acceleration, all that stuff. Let's say with the lower downforce, this car is going to be tricky to drive. 130-30 basically. Oh. So with maximum downforce, we did a 130-30 pretty much. Do I expect this to be better? I mean, it will achieve a higher top speed, sure, but yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, that's a lack of downforce. You can clearly feel that. Oh, that's terrible. Just no grip whatsoever. Yeah, that's the problem now. The car is not getting pushed into the ground, so the tires have absolutely zero grip at the moment. You see that? It wanted to lift off there. Gonna have to go on the outside here. Maybe this is a bit too extreme. Maybe 0-0 is too extreme. Remember, 130-30 to beat. Worse. By over a second. Let's now try half. Good enough. Let's see if we can go from... Good enough. Okay. I like that idea, that we incorporate a speed test, like this track, and then one of the testing tracks that I wanted to use, like that testing track that you get automatically when you are tuning the car. The one that I also did last time. Because this testing track wise, it probably is the best. It wasn't the greatest line, but you always need to get a feeling first for the car. See how fast you can push it. It's already so much better. Going a bit wide here. This is a tricky section. Nope, still didn't make that. well, 4/10 at best. And that's only on a track that is as fast as this. Honestly, I don't think it's worth it. Watch me getting now a better time. Is the tuning more complicated than on Pro Street? No, it's not more complicated. But it is a couple of levels behind, that's for sure. Because when you tune it, kijk, this is just, and again Dutch word, this is front springs and front shocks. In Pro Street you also have tire pressure, rebound, camber, caster, toe in. You have engine cam timing, all that stuff. In here you have, I would say, the base. Oh wow, the steering ratio wasn't changed. And most of it does make sense. I would say just the suspension is the tough one to get right. Yeah, so you do definitely want to have a somewhat of a softer side of the rear sway bars. Otherwise you're just going to lose the rear just too much. Drivetrain makes sense. I want to leave the final drive as is, but just kind of tweak the gearing itself. Aerodynamics, I'm gonna keep it at 10-10. Same with the tire grip, front brake bias slightly to the front because I prefer that. Turbo to maximum. You're telling me we could have gone a better time with maximum downforce? Honestly, maximum downforce is definitely the way to go. Because if you lower the downforce, that also means you lower the grip on high speed sections, which means you can lose the car. Maximum downforce just makes life so much easier for you. So what if we, like I said, what if we split the speed or the lap time test into two parts? One race with this one, which determines the actual speed side of the car, the high speed stuff. And then the other side will be, I would say this. Or this. Here's the thing with this track. This track is alright overall. Just these corners are just a bit of a bitch. You have high braking. Well, no, you don't really have a high braking point in this. Yeah, only here, but I wouldn't say it's high braking. Well, here, this is pretty much high braking. This track, this first sector, is worse. Easily terrible. But then all this is decent and actually quite pleasant and makes sense. High speed section, high speed corners, medium speed corners, high speed section, high braking point, two low speed corners. Makes sense. That is a good idea. That is a very good idea. Let's not use the Lexus, I don't like that car. Let's use a different car. Let's use a front wheel drive car. Let's use the RSX. Do we have decent looking body kits? I mean, yeah, that doesn't look too bad. These two. Not too bad. Once again, spoiler. This time I'm going to switch it up a bit. I'm going to use, which one? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No. this one. Rims, I don't know, Enkai. Fine. Just for trying out. That means I need to change circuits. And, oh, hang on. Peak power, 8700, okay. Like this. This is front sways. Is there a short track enough in the height? It would be good. I don't know. I think it could be. I think it could be annoying. Let's try here-ish. This to the max, obviously. 9.99. Sorry, quite good. There-ish. Okay. Oh, you do remove this high braking point though. This is not really needed for braking anymore. Yes, you have the slow corners, but you don't have to brake not nearly as high as I used to when going the forward layout. This is going to be flat. This is also going to be easy flat. You will gain more speed because of that previous corner being flat. This is going to be a higher braking point though. Corners didn't become any less annoying though. Tricky to get right. Very tricky to get right. This is going to be flat out. Ooh, what about those very tiny corners though? Are those going to be flat out? Yeah, easy. I don't know. It was easier. Definitely a lot easier, but you remove that high braking point at the end. This can't be done flat out because otherwise you will misjudge this corner. I'm not pushing the car by the way, just seeing the layout. I mean, it is a wide body kit. It's literally why it's called that. You make it wider, a lot wider. What are we thinking about this reverse layout? I mean, I just don't like that last, those 90-degree corners. I just really don't like them. It's very tricky to get right. Still use sprint. Or that sprint. One of these URLs is definitely a lot easier to get lap times, good proper lap times. My favorite track would still be that. What if we do that other one in reverse? Oof. First gear bogging down. Fronts are still not turning as much as I want to. Getting a late apex. Like that. Ooh. You see what happened there, Cyber? The rears just don't have that much grip actually on this car. Did it turn the steering radius up? I think so. Oh. Oh, hang on. Did I not do anything URL wise? Oh man, that's I do hate that though. If you test URL, you gotta have to tune it for URL. So stupid that they aren't the same. That's another problem. If I do if I test both on that circuit and the URL, that means I'm gonna have to tune them twice. No matter what you do a test run. Just go. It won't reset me. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah. Oh, it turns now so much better. And that's a clear difference. I feel like if they made this game today, you would be able to save tunes across the modes. Probably. It would be more like Forza. This is now flat out easy. The car needs to be raised. I think though, if we make this very responsive now, this car. Oh, this is going to be a high braking point. Keep it within the lines. Well, semi-high braking points. It's difficult. That was a bit too wide. That was a very bad line. This is easy flat now. This car handles quite good actually. Gearing seems actually quite decent, yeah. This is a high braking point though, very high braking points. So we have that covered. This is definitely the test of acceleration, braking and handling, because you have this very long swooping, oh wow, corner that pushes downforce and G-force. Late apex and accelerating. This is now all about power, even going uphill. And also, what I also want to do, literally because there's a song about the game coming up, because this game is again all about having one specific car or maybe 2 or 3. And I need to mustn't shift when I enter a corner. That was terrible. Yeah, like I said, because this game is pretty much pushing you to only have a couple of corners, cars at best, I want to introduce the championship system again, just like I've done with Undercover. What if I brake bias to the rear? Sway bars 250, that's low. Braking laps. Actually, no. Just, you know, one for powered lap time tests. And the power lap time test will be divided into that outer ring track and probably this track. Wow, I just completely lost it there. This car doesn't like taking that corner. Where the tournament will be just like power lap, and that power lap will be divided into this track and the outer ring track. Then also drag racing and drifting. I'm literally just thinking also now, having a sprint like that one with a lot of high-speed sections makes less sense if you consider the street cross races, because they're all about handling. They are all about handling, no top speed whatsoever. Absolutely despise about this game, which tells me to quit playing it. The title screen tilting that happens. Tilting? You turn your car. What do you mean the title screen tilting? You mean like this? Let's try using a different car. Let's use a 4-wheel drive car. We haven't done that. Then also, what drag? I haven't even considered it. What drag track are we going to do? What makes the most sense? Oh, every time you steer your car. Oh, did not even notice that, to be honest. Also, that can go away. The airport one what makes the most sense? I don't like the train tracks. But because they are there, we do need one where you need to evade things. What's the difference between like runway 15, runway 9? I have no idea actually. If you know where to go, then not so much actually. What's the difference between these three? I have no idea actually, hang on. I mean, that's not too bad. True. Yeah, just different obstacles. Here you have those pavement thingies. But then just stay here. Oh, yeah. Those were just the pavement thingies, okay. Ooh. More pavement missing. Bit annoying actually. If I had to choose between them, I mean, easily the first one. Then I also really want to know what's the difference between these. We have Coastal Express, Switching Yard, and Central Station. Let's just have. Hey, this one is longer. Coastal Express. Let's have a look. Yeah, easily. I mean, it's just annoying. You can already see the placement of the trains is different. The SUVs are going to struggle here big time, by the way. And yes, I plan to test those two on the drag racing tracks, because why not? They're going to struggle big time here. They won't be able to do this. Does it make sense drifting SUVs? No, it doesn't. This was the easiest. Okay, so between those two, easily the last one. Or just, you know, crashing out. Which one makes sense? Does the airport make sense? What about one of the early ones? Like this one or this one? You do this ones occasionally. No traffic. I mean, there's no evading now. Some downforce does come into play here because there are some slight corners, as you can see right here. So you do need some downforce. Wasn't bad actually, you know? But this section does require downforce, this right here. Again, SUVs will struggle there. This one probably will be the easiest. This is absolute straight line testing. Also, this section doesn't exist in the real life map. Which one makes the most sense? What about nah? Does this make more? No, this doesn't make sense because we're all using this as like the high speed section for the testing track. I'm saying either south runway or this one, the tunnel construction. Let's do that. Which SUV though? The Navigator is supposed to be the best, but how about the Cadillac Escalade though? Which SUV to use, guys? The Hummer, the Lincoln, or the Cadillac? I remember when these were like the thing back in the day. Why not to do in like Pro Street Drifting way, try out both? Yeah. Nah, I think drag racing doesn't need multiple tracks. Let's use the Lincoln. Oh, forgot to okay, let's do it as is. Imagine if, will it make that corner without any scratches? Oh, the gears are so long. Gears are so long. Will it make this? Will it make this? Will it make this? Will it make this? Ooh, it's struggling. It's struggling big time. It made it though. Here's the thing, in drag racing itself, you do have to avoid cars. So you do need some downforce to quickly get out of the way. This track incorporates some need of downforce. I do not want to include traffic in the drag testing itself. That would be just super annoying. Off the basis of that, we can't use this Bayview Bridge because you literally don't have to get out of the way out of anything. Because I have to think about real, how I can test, a car, how it will go in straight line as is, but that's an aspect you would never have in the game itself because you would be avoiding cars. South Runway has no vehicles. Yeah, that's true. And you do have to swap lanes here and there. I could also like figure out like a way of doing this, like not just take the fastest route, but take a route that makes sense. Let's have a look. Let's just have a look. Let's not do that. Handling bar is just absolutely non-existent right now. Oh, forgot to customize it. That's easily going to be Wolfpack. What about the rear? It's all ugly. Yeah, Wolfpack it is. Oh, the spoilers on an SUV. From Banshee onwards. Oh, that's so terrible. I guess this one looks somewhat decent. Peak power is at 7,000. A lot of torque though. I do want to have the suspension a bit stiffer because this is one heavy boy. Front sway bar as less as possible. Given this is one heavy boy, that also as low as possible. Oh my god, look at that gear tuning. Oh, that is tuned for like 400 kilometers. It still only has 5 gears though. Oh my god, that's put it all the way to acceleration. See how that will go. I could actually leave the, the downforce. I do want some downforce. Let's put it at half first. Why? That's such a weird. That's pretty much perfect. Or if we just don't then go to the right, one tick. Then we can stay here for a while. Oh, and then another right. And then another left. And another left. I got to try this one out on the train tracks. Let's just do the switching cards. I just have to see how this goes. Oh, this is bad. This is... On basis of that, we can't do the train tracks. I mean... Yeah, no. 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 Yeah, south runway. Makes the most sense. What about if we go reverse? Does that make sense? I have a feeling it's much more composed here. I also have a feeling that it's much easier to get a perfect start in this game than Underground 2. Who do I want to do that? Actually jumping. Alright, big boy, what can you do? No, that's a wall grind. That's a wall grind. That's a fail. That's a fail. I mean, yeah, I kind of have to, but this is purely about just figuring out the testing tracks, not necessarily the cars themselves. So what drag track makes the most sense? I guess south runway makes the most sense. Go to the right immediately. Then to the left twice. Oh no, right, left. Then left and left. I would say this makes the most sense. Doing that specific route. I also have the feeling that's going to be easy. Yeah. Floor is made out of floor. Of course I meant Underground 1. Drift-wise. No, not in the heights. That's already way too long. This is already way too long for a drifting track. Don't know. What if we... Oh. Just trying it out. Low, 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 low. Drivetrain, this to the max, this a bit lower. Front as strong as possible. No. Yeah, I think testing track rise for drag racing, south runway with that specific route in mind probably makes the most sense. And honestly, why not just do this testing track? Ooh. But like I said, I could never really connect drifting wise this compared to Underground 1. Car just bogs down all the time. Oh, this is not good. It's definitely better than expected though, but the second gear is just not great enough. Okay, no, I'm not doing this. This is a navigator, mate, not an escalade. Difference with bonus points in here than Underground 1 is that there are no specific zones. That's true. Let's take the Mustang for drifting. That makes sense. I have to paint it dark green. Okay. Is that dark green enough? No, this one is even darker. Where's his Mustang? Actually put bench on this one. Yeah. Like that-ish. Again, low, you want the drivetrain to be as acceleration as possible. I'm not going to be using 5th gear, just 1st, 2nd, maybe 3rd. There's much power in the top end. That's what we want. Skyline good for drifting? We could find out. Let's see how this is. would argue that second is too short. Slightly longer. Bring yourself in the pathetic ride of yours to location of the map. I always wait as long as possible. There's a bonus zone here. They're still bogging down. They're still bogging down. I don't want that. Stop bogging down. Even with all that power, it's still bogging down. How would I rank this though? There's no way in hell I'm gonna get 1,000,000 points in here. No way in hell. Maybe not even 100,000. The cars just bog down all the time. What if I mean, the grip. Okay, I don't think reducing the tires to stock makes sense. Because the drifting, I mean the angles that I can put out, the drifting itself is quite good. I'm gonna have to increase actually the grip, to be honest. I mean, it is a bit of figuring out and stop bogging down. When it's at that bogging down part, it has no power whatsoever. Honestly, I don't see any reason not to take this as the drifting test track. That's what I want to see. There we go, but then it loses out. But do you guys agree this as the drifting testing track? As I don't see any reason not to do that, to be honest. And then I'm going to figure out how to rank. We have best lap, best drift and longest drift. And I'm seeing one of those three aspects. Oh, I just hate it bogging down. We need more power at that lower end. Like in the free there, it like this-ish. You know, lower that, increase this, maybe like that. It says best lap of how many points you made that lap. You can average a score. Hey, Uno, no, Onu just subscribed. You can average a score in 4 laps to get the total points. What if I initiated 1 lap with like a high score already? Let's test that actually. Let's not do any drifting in the first lap. It's literally the definition of Uno reverse. Don't drift, effect. Okay. Yeah, so if I Okay, that can't work, Magnus, because if I initiate a drift before going into the last corner, then that also counts towards the next one. I also love this engine sound. This is very nostalgic to me. But why does this game... It feels that this car doesn't have the power, to be honest. It just keeps bogging down all the time. To be honest, longest drift makes the most sense to me. What about the turbo, mate? The turbo is pretty much perfect. We can increase this a bit and then have this a bit up. Have it in the 5k a bit lower. Yeah, like I said, I think the longest drift makes the most sense. Because then we don't have the randomness of the high scoring zones. What would be a better drifting car, guys? What would be one that doesn't bloody bog down all the time? Maybe that could be because of the drivetrain upgrade itself? I remember that was a thing in Underground 1. Oh, hang on. We got it going. Because now I only have to worry about holding the drift. And that's about the point itself. Let's try the Subaru Impreza first. Before I do that though, would it make sense to revert to stock? Just gonna try it out. And what about tires to stock? Just trying it out. That's why we test. Because stage 3 drivetrain and tires don't match. Because you just bog down all the time. Now you definitely have to use second gear all the time. It still bogs down. Terribly. Nope, 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 nope. Not drivetrain, no drivetrain. I do have to at least... Let's try stage street package. It's already all the way at acceleration. It could be that the tires gain too much grip, so that the car bogs down. No, this still bogs down. It's not half bad though. Here's the thing though, the Mustang being good at drifting makes sense because it has a ton of power. Transmission 2, let's just have a look. Let's just have a look what feels best. Oh wow, you can just increase that. Oh, that is bad. That means that you do need drivetrain level 3. It drifts quite nice, to be honest. You can see it bogging down again. Come on, car! Just shifting to first and second again. Come on, car! This is not it though. That second gear is just too long right now. But I do... I mean... that's not bad. But yeah, it just needs level 3. Big time. I don't like the Wreckfest songs actually. Tune settings, drivetrain. Again, fully at acceleration. While doing Most Wanted after Underground 2. There we go. Still bogging down a bit. Ooh. I want to use second gear now too often. It's not half bad though. First gear is now too short, that's for sure. Need to increase that. Okay, I think stock tires is the way to go though. Let's try the Impreza as promised. This doesn't matter, this also doesn't matter. Body kits. These are all familiar. Ooh. I would say they're all ugly. Let's try just a regular front bumper. This has got to be like the ugliest front bumper ever. Gaping mouth. He looks like Bubba from Forrest Gump. Ooh, actually, this doesn't look too bad. Yeah, try them. Let's do that. Spoilers. The one that makes the most sense at this moment is... Where are you? You! And the exhausts. Big old exhaust. Pepper on GTO or Apocalypse on Super looks so worse. Let's do a competition then in a few moments. This makes sense. Yes, this makes sense too. Obviously this doesn't. Only 9 points? Oh. Okay. I'm guessing right now Could it also be that if you install... Basically, again, referring to stock, just like in Pro Street. Now, install tires, reduce the grip, then revert them back to stock again. Where's the grip tuning? Mate, this is drifting. You don't want any grip whatsoever for drifting. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. Second needs to be slightly longer. Not too much though. Ooh. Again, it bogs down. I don't want to see that. I'm impressed. Look at that! Okay, now longest drift doesn't make any sense anymore. The Mustang just was a bad drift car. Oh, that was too... Yeah, that was too much of an angle. Okay, now I want to try something out. Something like that. And revert it back to stock. Or return to stock as it says here. You mean the grip would already be the lowest in drift mode? I don't know. I will drive my Dominate in this game. Do I notice a difference? I mean... Don't shift to third, that kills the power. Come on, there we go, there we go. $50 seconds. Now do with max grip, then revert to stock. Okay, let's do that. That's a good call. I wouldn't say I noticed a massive difference though. I wouldn't say this doesn't do much. still drifts as godly as it did before. You can't do too big of an angle there. This car can do it, but not for points wise. Let's say that I am struggling now a bit. This corner, that's killing. You could basically have like a tie for first place with a couple of cars that can actually reach infinite amounts. That would basically not be the fault of the car but of the driver, i.e. me. Like there, you know? It's still bogging down. That's a bummer. I don't want to see any bogging down anymore, but I don't think that's gonna happen. It is correcting itself, like you said, Magnus Cyber. Let's now do this. See if we can lower the grip, revert that to stock, see how that goes. Let's actually try it out as is, you know? Let's try this out. Let's just see how this goes. That was on me not shifting back to first gear. I don't notice a difference. Again, that's on me not shifting to first. I need to shift to first in that corner. Oh, that's on me. That's also on me. Yeah, I will try that car out in a second. That's too much of an angle. Car can drift, that's for sure. Let's start the 240SX. Before we do that, GTO, where are you? Ooh. Oh. Oh. That is like a mouth, like ee. Oh, this is also terrible. All that rear though. My God, that's ugly. We know that one, we know that one. Terrible. Oh. Oh, the. Oh. It looks like it. It looks like the Supra never went to the dentist. That rear is also gopping, but I think the G2 is worse. honestly, this one. Oh! And this one too. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Let's not bleed our eyes anymore. Let's get a 240 SX. Let's just do maximum available performance parts. Remember, these were considered cool back in the day. The more extreme the car looked, the better it looked. But I'm not having that anymore. What do we have for this car? Vapor? Looks decent. Mantis? That's the one we're familiar with. Armageddon? Ugly. Apocalypse? Ugly. Let's do Vapor. Then I want only one spoiler, and that is you. Let's put on, no Lewin hearts. Yeah, I'd go with that. That's empty. Top speed 352 kilometers an hour. That is absolutely insane. That was my bottle. Yeah. Not too much towards acceleration. Third, definitely. We do want that towards acceleration. This a bit stronger, this a bit less. Brake bias to the rear. Rear tire grip as low as possible. Front, about quarter, a third, something like that. Ish. ECU, maximum towards power. Same for you. There we go. The fronts need more grip. Okay. Feels like the rear isn't pushing the car wide. Again, I forgot to change the first. Okay guys, while I'm testing this car, or just trying this one out I should say. Are we still feeling ranking these cars on longest possible drift? Best lap? No, for sure not. It's either between best drift or longest drift. But best drift I would have to abuse the bonus zones pretty much. Come on mate, there we go. Don't shift to third, that will kill it. This can do it in seconds. I hate that these cars are bogging down. Okay, why did that stop? Exactly my thoughts, Cyber. I don't want to abuse those bonus scoring zones. Just want to go as is. That's a bummer. It's not bad though. Third is still too high. Yeah, I'm still of the opinion that drifting in Underground 2 of Underground 1 is much better than 2. Feels much more, I don't know, in control. The cars do what I want. Most of them. I don't know, best drift and longest drift both make sense to me, and in essence they are the same thing. Except best drift longest drift doesn't require me to abuse those bonus zones. Like that, you know, like this. If I accidentally happen to go over the bonus zones more than I usually do, I would say longest drift makes the most sense, to be honest. Can you make both? I mean, no. Imagine we have two cars that achieve the same longest drift, but on one car I happen to go more over the bonus zone than the other one. Accidentally. I'm saying longest drift. Longest drift makes the most sense to me. So I would say drift testing is going to be this testing track ranked on longest drift. Because for both best drift and longest drift I'm going to have to do as good as possible to keep it going. And obviously some cars can do that easier than others. This one is definitely worse than the WRX though. Let's try out a front-wheel drive car. What makes the most... None of them makes the most sense, to be honest. Hyundai Coupe. Corsa. Oh yeah, I missed that. In my opinion, the upgraded Golf sounds is one of the worst sounds in this game. It could also very well be that having stock tires and stage 3 tires depends on the car. Terrible. Yeah, this is just absolutely the worst. Nah, no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Oh. That's my bad. Ugh. Mantis makes somewhat sense, I guess. Would this just trigger me, you know? I mean... Ooh, not much spoilers though. Banshee? Fuck it, let's do Banshee. Ugh. I mean... There are probably worse spoilers. If it was just a tad low, it would make like a good rally, a rally car. The spoilers for hatchback in Underground 2 of Underground 1 was better. There's only one choice for rims, that's BBS. Hmm, 998. I wonder what the criteria are for like not having it all the way up. No, brake bias all the way to the rear. I guess this makes sense. Sport is not big enough. Oh, but it's wide enough. Hang on, what? How? Yanking the handbrake. Yeah. It's got enough grip to keep it going. No handbrake. How? How is this possible? Only in Underground 2. No handbrake. It is correcting itself slightly, but we can keep going. No handbrake needed. Yep, there it corrected itself too much. So for front-wheel drive cars, you definitely want the front tire grip to be as low as possible. Otherwise it would just correct itself all the time. Honestly, it's not too bad. It is not too bad. I would say it's going to be a four-wheel drive car that's going to be the best. So far. I mean, with the cars that I've tried out so far, it's definitely one of those. Because the Impreza was just so much better than the 240SX. Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! I don't think I can do much more without yanking the handbrake all the time, and I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. 32 for 32 seconds, look at that. It's walking down, sure, but the front wheels do pull it enough to keep it going. Yeah, I'm gonna use the Skyline after this one. Hey Sebastian, good of you to subscribed. Thank you very much. Getting closer and closer to 10k. I'm at 9.5 exactly at this moment. And with the rise of Underground 2 videos, I am expecting that number to increase in a few moments. I mean, honestly, is that even a question? This is also not a question. I don't know, Avis? No, Koenig. That's my accent. This is something I don't get. This is the exhaust that Eddie is using, when he should have been using this one. Yes, we are, Magnus. Yes, we are getting closer and closer to that. When it happens, I just have to find myself a moment to actually do it properly. And then we'll see. I mean, I do want to change the rims a bit. What if I lower the downforce? I'm going to assume weak across the board. Brake bias all the way to the rear. My guess exactly, Magnus. On a Saturday going into Sunday. That would probably be the best one. Saturday, like in the morning. Starting, something like that. Alright, let's have a look what the Skyline can do. What awful sound though. Oh, come on, mate. Okay. Ooh, this is terrible. Look at this car, it's all over the place. At some point it has all the grip in the world, and then at some other point it has no grip in the world. That is true, but a piece of shit will be even better than the Skyline Underground 1 for drifting. Also has no power. Bogging down all the time, look at that. And when it's bogging down, it's pretty much done. Also, one thing I just have to do. I don't really care. Can I uninstall? What if I do this and this, and then raising 40 high flow. Some of you will probably already know what I am doing. Oh, okay. That was still not good. I know the blueprint, the block, is the one that gives it, but also the catback exhaust system also apparently. Let's give it the performance exhaust back. Oh, that gives you that super engine. So we want stock. And we can't do that. Cool. We're giving it even less power, but I don't really care. So we want this. And we want the cold air. Yeah, okay. That. There we go. I mean, how much power is it really going to give us? Minus. An extra, oh wow, look at that. We're losing about, what's that? 12 horsepower? 8.11 times 1.62, 13 horsepower. Just for that 360 engine. That's worth it though. I fucked up again. What? It was definitely blueprint the block though. Oh, get back exhaust system. I'm a dumbass. Okay. Okay, this. I flow. This, and this. Okay. That's the one. See, Underground 2 can have good sounds. I could like replace the engine sound for the 360. Like saying that when you upgrade it to stage 3, it keeps the stock engine sound. You can change that quite easily in VLTED. But obviously it has got even less power now, so... Quite sad that the S2000 is not in this game. Yeah. Okay. So, I think we've determined pretty much everything right now. The power test is going to be... this track, standing starts. And this track, standing starts. Their results are going to be combined for the total... for the combined results for power lap. See what is what. Drag, that's going to be south runway with that specific route in mind. Drift test is going to be just that drifting testing track with the longest drift in seconds being the final factor. And we're going to do that in a championship method. Like we did with Undercover. Again, I'm going to give the circuit and lap time racing... We're going to figure it out. Obviously, at first I'm going to do what you want. I'm going to do the Supra. Where's the Supra? Supra. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do all that. Give it that Ferrari engine. That doesn't matter. You'd think it'd have 1,000 horsepower, but it actually looks quite decent, to be honest. Oh, it actually looks really decent. The front maybe not, but it really looks pretty decent. This makes the most sense to me. Imagine. Something like that. Give it massive turbo lag. First impressions are pretty decent. It is bogging down quite a bit. Second needs to be lower. Ooh, that was on my end. I just hate that the cars are bogging down all the time. All fried up. All fried up. Let's get them fries all fried up. All fried up. Yeah, my bet is that the Impreza is going to be the best for drifting. Rub those fries, cause yeah. Actually, we have to get it up now, don't we? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I know you're here. I know you're here. You have got to be in here. Are you not in here? Seriously? Messed up. Pick it up a notch. Recontrol. Seriously? One good reason. Instrumental. Lisa wins again. Okay. Oh. To control. Wanted mashup. Man, I am rock. Do really not have it in here. What the hell? Hang on. No, 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 no. Wow, it's really not in here. I gotta get that song then. Okay, I'm gonna do that off camera, that method, so I won't be able to see that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's get ourselves song. Most one that's fired up. HQ. That's it. That's a bit loud. Oof. Use my beautiful own scripts. We only need audio. There we go. That's downloaded. Downloads. What was the... Pitch. NFSMW. Hush. Fire it up. Audio. Then we need an MP3 gainer. That's 79 decibels. Because otherwise it would be simply too loud. Then add that to the playlist. It's quite a bit of work, isn't it? Did it just not download? You're kidding me. Oh, there we go. Hush, and let's also add you to the general playlist. It was already in there. Why the hell was it not in the other play? Okay, probably just did not copy that well enough. Then start this again. Games. NFSMW. And hush. NFSMW. There we go. That took a little while, didn't it? Is it what I do for every music track? Yes, but I've been... it's not like I've been doing this for every blah 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 blah. But basically what I did to get this playlist is just instrumentals and then just one pack download. Rename it using a script. But I've been doing this for very long, so it's not like a lot of work in one point. It's just less convenient than Spotify, but you have all the flexibility in the world. Yeah. I'm going to say this though, I am not looking forward to the drift testing, just because I just don't like the way of this drifting. But yeah, I think we've determined everything for now. So I'm gonna get the Excel sheet going. Might want to cancel it then. Nah. I still want to know how the ranking is, and it would be a superb idea to not have it at all. What I do need to know is how I'm going to do the lap time points multiplier. Basically, in every single testing season that had a championship, so underground for now for them, I gave the lap time more points compared to the other ones, because obviously you are more racing on sprints, URL, circuits, than you are drag racing and drifting. So if you want to use one car, regular racing is going to be more important. Event types. So I just need to know what I'm going to do is how many circuits are there, how many drag races are there, how many sprints are there in comparison to the other ones. So drag has, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Drifts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Think I am going to rank that evenly. So like, let's say 15. Compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is already way more, so... This one's stupid, but the amount of laps. So 3 laps gives it a 3x multiplier. What do you mean with that? 3... There's no link for the SUV races. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 31. That's a lot. Sprints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's going to be so much more important. Did I count right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 2. This compared to like 15 drift and drag races, eh? Then we have, where are you? URL. That's less 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Honestly, I would say the Escalade is the best SUV for racing. I mean, in the previous rank, way back, the Navigator was the best. I'm going to say I'm going to give the power laps 3 times point boost. So if 1 point on a drag racing test or drifting test is going to be 3 for that. It's now figuring out a... Prepare to get blinded? Ugh! No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm going to figure out the point system myself. I can do that. Oh, hang on. Approx how many URLs are in the career mode? Oh, that's something I haven't even okay. $31 URLs? Okay. Yeah, I mean, drag-wise, there are definitely not this many drag races. How many drag races are there then? Okay, I guess I need to figure that out. But I think I would still go with a 3 times point multiplier. That makes the most sense to me. I still haven't upgraded to 24, so no. This is still 23. So, I think... why is this one so much shorter? Oh, this is the... Oh, hey, this is the URL testing track. The only speed section in the game. Should have used the other one, but hey, it is what it is. You're not even using this one, so this one is not counting. Alright guys, I think we've determined everything, so... It ends in October, somewhere like October or November. I know somewhere around that. But I have set a notification. I think about 2 weeks before the support ends that I have to upgrade. Is it in here? It's not in here. Huh. It really doesn't count. In November, yeah, okay, in November. Yeah, I'll get a notification about 2 weeks before that, so I should be good. No worries. I'm leaving it there. I think we've done all that we needed to do. So, yeah, like Underground 1, I'm gonna start with the starter cars first. And then upgrade them to stage 1 with exception of the turbo. Because that's what you get when you have unlocked Beacon Hill. Pretty sure, by the way. To perform parts unlock. I want the wiki. Engine. Yeah, look at that. This is quite in. Oh, hang on. Street. This is what you unlock. And Pro win 15 races during stage 3. I'm gonna do a unique, so street for all that available from start. Same with the ECU. So it only makes sense to do that. And the turbo, find the performance shop in Beacon Hill. Transmission, that's also going to be available from the beginning. Transmission, oh my god, win 9 races stage 4. I'm going to do an all street. Because, like, how many races does the first stage have? Like 7, 8 races? Yeah, I mean, you are at street performance parts for so long. It's insane, actually. Because there is no performance shop in Jackson Heights. There isn't one. So, yeah. Like, how long is stage 1 actually? There we go, look at that. This is just the maps. Bank info. How many races? How many races are there in I mean, I don't know if this is going to be the same, but I still have my this Underground 2 mod pack thingy. There it is. I can also just copy that over, but I don't know if this amount of races is the same. EA games. Oh, that's loud. Different EXE. Different EXE. Because of a different save, we have the music in there. Kinda don't want that. Oh. Oh. I just completely lost my save game. Okay. Okay, now I really don't know. I do know this, that there's like, I don't know, 7 or so races in the first stage. So you get to stage 2 very, very, very quickly. Yeah, it's still daylight at 10 p.m. I mean, we're 5 days away from the longest day in the of the year. So yeah, you get daylight at like 11 p.m. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm gonna do starter cars with all street upgrades. Makes the most sense. So that's that. I think we've accomplished enough. I think we've accomplished everything. Yeah, just gonna start on testing the starter cars now. No idea when the video is going to be out, but it'll be out when it's ready. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if I'm going to. I probably will stream on Friday. Probably Forza again. We'll see. Yeah, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And back next Cyber. Cheers for watching. Hope to see you guys very soon. And take care.